In this session, we'll go through some of the basic capabilities of VDB Builder. Previously, we showed an intro and we showed how to download and install VDB Builder. So in this session, we'll just go through some of the basic capabilities, how to navigate, and some of the other capabilities of the shell. To start up, you just use the supplied start script. As VDB Builder is starting up, you'll see some logging, and you'll be presented with the welcome screen, and you'll see the commands that are available for your current context. Now, when you start up for the first time, you will be in the root context. We also call that home. We have some shortcut commands that will take you to the other commonly used locations in VDB Builder. So at the root, I can type workspace, for example. It will take me into the workspace. I can also type home. That will take me back to the root. You can also use the cd command, or change directory as it's commonly known, to do your navigation. So you can type cd workspace at this point. You can also do a cd ... will take you up a level back into the root. So let's go back to the workspace. In my workspace, I'll do a list. List shows all of the children in my current context. So I can, for example, cd into a VDB. You see that I have two data sources and a VDB. So let's take a look at the VDB. When I'm in a context, I can do a show summary. Show summary is going to show me the properties of that object, and it's also going to show me if it has any children. So our VDB, you can see that I have it has one child, a model, example DS. You can also do a show children. Show children will just show the children. You can also do a show properties. We'll just show the properties, and then the show summary will combine the two. So let's go back up to the workspace. So that shows you some of the basic navigation within VDB Builder. At any location, you can also do a show status. Show status will show the current repository. It will show your current context, which in my case is workspace, and it will also show you the status of your server, the properties, and whether you're connected or not. So that's handy. You can do that at any context. You can also type help at any context. We'll give you the list of available commands. So you can see in my workspace I have some general commands. I also have some relational specific commands, and I have some server specific commands. So you can type help at any context and see what's available to you. You can also do help on a specific command. For example, if I want to find out about the create data source command, I can type help create data source, and it will give me a description of that command, whether or not there are any aliases, and it will give you some usage and examples for that command. We also have tab complete. So let's do a list in our workspace. You can see that I have two data sources and one VDB. So say I want to delete one of the data sources, for example. If I start typing delete and hit tab, it will complete as far as it can. Type another letter, hit tab again, it will complete the command. Then if I hit tab again, since it's expecting a data source name for the next arg, I've got two data sources, so when I hit tab it's going to show me the available data sources. Then I can start typing the name of one of them, hit tab again, and it will finish it out for me. So the tab complete really is helpful just as a shortcut to help speed up your command entry for various commands. And finally, I wanted to talk about global variables. So if you do a show global at any context, it will show you the global properties that are available in VDB Builder. And basically these control the behavior of the shell. For example, you can see there the auto commit property. By default, auto commit is true. That means every time I issue a command, it will commit the transaction and save to the repository. Now you can turn that off, and then you can set your transaction boundaries and specify where the commits get saved, and then it will roll back if there was a problem, and we'll talk about that in a later session. But you can also set default directories for your imports and exports. You can specify the name of the file where you're recording your script for a session recording. You can change the behavior of the shell itself. So let me do a simple example of setting one of the global properties. If I do a help right here, it will show me the commands sorted by category. So here, if I do a set global on the command category, and I set that to false, then I do a help again, you can see that the commands are all shown together. They're not categorized. So it just shows how setting a global property, you can change the behavior of the shell itself. So let's go ahead and change it back and do the help, and it's back to being categorized. And there's other global properties that you can use to set the behavior. So that ends this session. I hope you'll join us for future sessions. Thank you.